We've all heard of it. eBay, a marketplace that the majority of us have used at one time or another, and for a growing number, it's how they make a living. As a person that's been buying and selling on eBay for 20 years and has a 100% feedback rating on over 1,000 transactions, I'm going to give buyers some tips and also some tips for sellers, including what they can do to greatly reduce or put an end to buyer fraud. If you're looking to buy on eBay, even though your purchases are protected, in order to greatly reduce or prevent wasting time and the aggravation of opening cases against sellers, I suggest you purchase products from sellers that have very high feedback ratings, at least 95% positive, have multiple recent sales where positive feedback was left by buyers, and have eBay accounts that are older. Me personally, I'd rather pay an extra $1 or $2 and buy from a reputable seller than take a chance buying the same exact item for less from another seller with a low feedback rating or a new account. If you see an expensive item that's being sold for only a fraction of the cost by an eBay seller with a recently opened account with a 0 or very low feedback rating with very few if any sales in the past, that would be a red flag to avoid the seller. Now, if you're a seller, you would know that eBay is totally on the side of buyers, which isn't right, because without the sellers listing the items for sale, there wouldn't be an eBay. eBay has created a system where some buyers can lie, cheat, and steal and get away with it. A seller cannot even leave negative feedback for a scam artist or problematic buyer to alert others. It's totally understandable if a buyer doesn't get an item they purchased, if it arrives broken, if the wrong item was sent, or if it's very different from the item description, to be able to get a full refund, including shipping. The problem is, eBay made it very easy for people to get out of paying to ship an item back if they change their mind or no longer need what they ordered. All a buyer has to do is lie and say, item not as described, and the seller has to pay for round-trip shipping. Absolutely disgraceful. Some buyers on eBay will only purchase items to steal parts that they need, then say item received broken or not as described. In that case, the seller not only loses the product to sell, but a lot of money shipping the item back and forth. You also have scam buyers that will say item never received when it was. And some will buy an expensive heavy item, especially a power tool, to use as a rental, and then when they're finished, they'll say not as described, and you get hit with a shipping fee of $80 to $120. It's not right, and eBay knows it. Now, the good news is there are things that you can do to deter scam buyers and to protect yourself. First, make sure all of your listings describe the item being sold, including the title, exactly. By doing that, you're going to leave the buyer very little room, if any, to turn around and say the item was not as described. Including many pictures, especially close-ups, will help you greatly because you'll be able to dispute their claim and win. Second, before you ship your package out, take a picture of it. Also make sure the items you ship out have a tracking number and place an attention-getting decal on your packages next to the shipping label. By doing that, you're going to make it much easier for the mailman or courier to remember the package. In the event the person lies and you file a complaint, they're going to investigate why the package was not delivered. You could supply a photo showing the package, and the mailman or the courier is probably going to say, oh yes, I remember that sticker. I delivered it to that house. It's going to make it much easier for you to bust this person when they lie about receiving the package. Third, let buyers know in your listing that all sales are final. There will be no returns unless the package was damaged during shipment, and they must provide proof by submitting photos to get a refund. Fourth, take close-up photos of all items, look into electronics, record serial numbers, and mark items using discrete methods such as a UV pen. By using a UV pen, you'll be able to tell if an item has been tampered with or replaced by a scam artist. Once you're done doing that, make sure you take a couple of close-up images, even a very short video, and store them as proof. This is especially useful when you're selling expensive items. Mail fraud is a serious offense, a federal crime. If you catch a person committing fraud using the United States Postal Service, FedEx, or UPS, you're definitely going to want to contact the United States Postal Inspection Service and file a complaint. The person will be in serious trouble as long as you have evidence to back up your claim. If you do everything right and eBay fails to take your side, the seller, then file a complaint with the Better Business Bureau and your state attorney general's office. Filing both complaints doesn't take too long, and you can usually do it online. You can bet after filing the complaints that eBay will more than likely change their tune and take your side. One last thing that you can do to deter scam artist buyers on eBay is to include at the end of your listing what you see right here. The great majority of eBay buyers are good, but sadly there's a large number that's growing of eBay buyers that defraud sellers on a daily basis by taking advantage of eBay policies biased towards buyers. To prevent fraud, a large number of items I sell have special identifying marks, many hidden, serial numbers recorded, and other measures in place to punish those who attempt to commit fraud. All false claims will be reported. Mail fraud is a serious offense that will result in federal charges. And guys, that is it. I hope these tips help you out in the future. Thanks for watching this video.